I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To review them is my real task, to see them is my cause. I will view them across the land, searching far and wide. With animation you'll understand the power that's inside. Want reviews, gotta review them all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Want reviews, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Want reviews, gotta review them all. A heart so true, our courage will pull us through. You please me and I'll please you. Wonder reviews, gotta review them all, gotta review them all. Wonder reviews.
As Mad Hair Patrick is making preparations for his next review, Marvin is putting him on the ultimate test. What is this Pokemon?
I don't know.
You're stumped already?
No, that's the name of the Pokemon.
What is it?
I don't know.
If you know the answer, why don't you know it?
I know that Pokemon. I don't know.
Don't be crabby.
No, that's a different Pokemon. Marvin, I'm sorry. We can move on to the next Pokemon.
No, it's not that. I just read a news article from Viridian Times. Pikachu is gone.
What? Where he's at? Did Team Rocket stole him again?
I don't know yet.
But he was supposed to receive a trophy at the Poke Awards. Can you scan the street to find out where he's at?
I'll do my best, but it will take a while. What sort of award is he supposed to receive today?
For his performance on one of the most popular movies, Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
This is one of those films people massively kept talking about. I remember whenever I talked to my buddies, we talked about the look of the film and the concept of a talking Pikachu. And yes, I am a huge Pokemon fan. I would collect the toys, buy the main games, the spin-off, and watch the anime, but mostly the early seasons, like the Indigo League. When people finally went to see the live-action movie, they considered it to be the best movie based on a video game. And that's pretty unexpected. You see, in the year 1993, ever since the release of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the video game movies have a reputation to be one of the worst films to be released in theaters. Even the anime version never seemed to get them right. The closest we got on having a good movie is Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva, and it's considered by many gamers to be the best film based on a video game, despite not having a worldwide theatrical release. But when Detective Pikachu finally came out for the whole world to see, audiences rejoiced as it finally broke that curse. However, even though I grew up with Pokemon, Detective Pikachu is not one of the games I actually played before. While the game had some decent reviews, I always thought of it as Professor Layton but with Pokemon. So, the Detective Pikachu video game never catch my interest.
But to tell you the truth, there are rewards of multiple talking Pokemon, and it is really weird to hear how Pikachu would actually talk, rather giving him a Brooklyn accent, a deep voice, and that weird ending from the I Choose You movie. But I'm not here to talk about the dialogue, I'm here to talk about Pokemon Detective Pikachu the movie.
Even though I haven't played the Detective Pikachu game, I get the idea of the plot. Justice Smith plays a boy named Tim Goodman who goes to Rhyme City when he hears the news that his dad is dead. He goes to his dad's old apartment and encounters a talking Pikachu voiced by Ryan Reynolds. Apparently, Tim seems to be the only one who can understand Pikachu, and they're on a mission to find Tim's dad, who is also the owner of Pikachu, believing that he might be alive. If this is the overall story of the game, then the plot of the movie is not all that great. The way the plot worked, it feels like a typical standard detective story where Tim doesn't want to team up with a Pokemon, but once they continue solving the case, he grows a friendship with Pikachu. It does happen where there's another side plot connecting to the case where some Pokemons go on a rampage, but is it just me, or does that feel like the plot of Zootopia? However, there is one thing that this movie succeeds that other video game movies fail to achieve. It's the world building of Pokemon. See, Pokemon is not meant to be this deep franchise like Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy, but an entertaining fan base filled with unique Pokemon creatures and battles. In the movie, the writers knew that Pokemon are the true stars of the feature, and they actually helped build the world of Rhyme City as a place where people and Pokemon can live together. Yes, there are some references to the games and the anime, but to the film's credit, it sticks to the source material nicely. This is also a comedy movie, and the jokes here are funny whenever Pikachu talks or when they interact with some other Pokemon. And even though the case is predictable, it can feel well executed whenever we encounter the secret of Tim's dad's last known whereabouts and Pikachu's memories.
So even though the plot is standard, it's the journey is what matters. And newcomers will get the idea of what Pokemon is, they simply explain it at the beginning of the movie. But since it's about the relationship between human and Pokemon, how do the characters hold up?
There's a mixed relationship with the characters. They're not hateable or cringeworthy characters, they're just not interesting as the Pokemon they encounter. With the human character, Tim, he's the fish out of water character that doesn't want to have a Pokemon, but once he encounters Pikachu, the two become partners. The movie tries to make us sympathize with him regarding his dad, Harry Goodman, but he's just the bland protagonist that's just here to relate to the audience when entering Rhyme City. Pikachu himself is hands down the best character of the movie. He suffers from a case of amnesia and wants to find out what happened to his owner, and it will also explain why Tim is the only one that can understand him. And the best part about him is Ryan Reynolds' performance, giving him a Deadpool flair on him by poking fun on detective and Pokemon tropes without breaking the fourth wall. As for their friendship, it does happen when they do have a connection, but it's mostly to grow Tim's character about his relationship with Pokemon. There is also Lucy, a news intern that wants to make a headline on Harry Goodman's disappearance with the help of her partner, Psyduck. I get that they want to make her likable by giving her a bubbly personality, but for the most part, she's pretty much Tim's love interest. There are other human characters, but they're really not that interesting, and it doesn't help either that one of them is an obvious twist villain, and their goal is too convoluted. But there are a few exceptional characters that are likable, and they are the Pokemon characters. They have personalities, charm, and play a good role in the movie, including Psyduck, Mr. Mime, Charizard, and even the heavily marketed legendary Pokemon himself, Mewtwo.
The only human character I remember considering three-dimensional is Tim's dad. I would explain why, but that would be major spoilers. But if there is one thing I'm definitely proud of this movie, it's hands down the visuals.
Let's talk about the main course of the film, the Pokemon design. They surprisingly translate well into live action. The CGI artists managed to give these creatures just the right amount of textures and not too much to look realistic. For the motion capture, the movements are smooth and the special effects are creative as the Pokemon, including evolution and capturing the Pokemon. And I will admit some of the action scenes are fun to watch whenever there's a Pokemon battle or when the characters escape from a dangerous threat. And they do have some creative moments whenever a Pokemon uses their powers or when the characters watch some holographic images. With Rhyme City, it is unbelievable to look at. It does feel like we entered into a Pokemon world, from the tall buildings to the decorations to even the landscapes.
It's actually amazing that we finally have a fun movie based on a Pokemon franchise, which is not a big surprise. It's the same director who did the first Goosebumps movie, and that was a fun Monster Mash movie. So, at the end of the day, I was pretty satisfied for what I got so far.
Pokemon Detective Pikachu is an entertaining and good movie based on a video game. While the plot feels stale, but thanks to its wonderful visuals, world building, some good performance, and true spirit of the original source material, it ended up becoming a fun movie. If you're a Pokemon fan, you'll have a good time with it. Can you show it to newcomers? That's a little debatable. If you like watching detective movies much like The Great Mouse Detective, or you enjoy those Easter egg-like movies similar to Ready Player One, then you might like this. Well, it's not a masterpiece, but I can still say I saw a Pokemon movie, so I'll give it a B.
If there's anything we can learn from this movie, is that at least it gives us hope for the upcoming movies based on a video game. Maybe the upcoming films like Five Nights at Freddy's or the Minecraft movie might turn out as good as Detective Pikachu. And the answer is no, the upcoming Sonic movie is not going to work. It is doomed to fail even with the new redesign based on story. But for now, let's have this moment and rejoice for Detective Pikachu the movie.
Good news, Mad Hatter Patrick. I finally figure out where Pikachu is located.
Great, where is he? Pikachu! Oh, poor thing. What's this all over your face? Feeling better? Wait a minute. If someone drew all over your face, doesn't that mean... Ah! No, not Jigglypuff! Wait, don't leave me here alone with it! I'm Mad Hair Patrick. Good night, everybody.
With the mystery finally solved thanks to Mad Hair Patrick and Marvin, Pikachu managed to receive his Poke Award. But Mad Hair Patrick has a lot more animation media to review as the journey continues.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project every week. I'll see you soon.